Hello, Lisa here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if this is your first time stopping by. I am filming this video in reverse because I actually filmed the entire thing. Well, I filmed this entire video, but I hadn't hit the record button. So I'm starting from the end and we're going to work our way backwards. But today we're going to be talking about all the Gentle Tarot things, including a preview of quite a few of the cards from the upcoming My Friend Fire deck by Mari in the Sky that is currently funding on Kickstarter. All of these things are available as add-ons and goodies, and I just cannot wait to talk to you about all of it, but that's what we're talking about today. Let's get into it. Mari sent me this box of goodies and we're going to go through everything. And this was sent because Mari currently has a Kickstarter campaign open right now for the companion deck to the Gentle Tarot called My Friend Fire. That is sort of the premise of this video. We're going to be sharing some prototype previews of some of the My Friend Fire cards, taking a look at it. I'm going to give some of my thoughts, show it next to the Gentle Tarot, all that good stuff. For context, in case you're jumping in and you're like, I have no idea what this person is talking about right now. Mari of Mari in the Sky is the creator of the Gentle Tarot, and I have had that deck for a very long time. In fact, I will be showing my copy and we're going to be getting into it. But what I wanted to do in this video was share the different sort of iterations that the Gentle Tarot has come out in to date, because all of those versions are available in Mari's Kickstarter campaign for My Friend Fire as add-ons. You could even, you can mix and match your campaign tier on Kickstarter to get what you want, but Gentle Tarot is a really special deck, and if you don't have it, I am a huge fan and definitely think it's worthwhile, and there's a bunch of different ways you can get in on the action. What I wanted to start with is actually the cloths, because then we can put them underneath everything. I mean, my cloth is also very beautiful, but Mari has two cloths available as add-ons that she sent, and I thought they were really beautiful, so I wanted to show these, and then we're going to get into cards and stuff. So I thought I would not set anything on fire and lay these out, but there's two that she sent in this package. The first one is this lovely black design that's got this almost like floral motif. What I love about this is it seems like it'd be really great, not only obviously to lay your cards on, but it also seems like this would be a great casting cloth, because you've got all these different sections that you could sort of have meaning to. You could assign these to seasons or directions. You could have, I think there's actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So these little quadrants could be like Sabbats or parts of the seasons. These could be elements. So you could cast, and you could have, you could use the structure on the cloth to sort of build a casting system. I really love how delicate the line work is. It's not too distracting. I think this would look beautiful behind cards. And then she also has this gorgeous kind of red toned brown, this sort of chocolatey maroon, I guess. I don't know how else to describe it, cloth. And I love the vibes of this one. And these are like a woven fabric, so they don't feel like that super silky, thin scarf material, but they're not heavy fabrics. They would fold up really nicely, and as you can see, you smooth your hand over it and you can kind of get it to be smooth on your table. So let's just do that. Doesn't that look lovely? So now let me talk about the Gentle Tarot bit, and then we'll dig into all the goodies. So this is my original edition. It came in a box with an included guidebook, and the guidebook had black and white imagery, beautiful write-ups. I've always loved this little guidebook. I thought it was really, really well done. And the standard edition of the deck is a standard tarot size and got these beautiful matte gold edges, and it's got that matte lamination feeling to the cards, which if you know, you know. It's kind of buttery smooth. It feels luxurious. It's very, very matte. So the cards can have a tendency to sort of clump a little bit, but it's not rose petally. It's just a really luxe feeling cardstock, and I do really enjoy this deck. Now it is probably a 350 GSM, and so it does have quite a bit of stiffness to it. This actually might be thicker than or heavier than 350. I'm not 100% sure. It's possible that this is heavier. It can be a little bit difficult to shuffle. It can be a little bit painful to shuffle if you have weaker hands or if you deal with any kind of hand pain. But I've sort of got used to it, and I really, really love this edition. But I have been eyeing for a long time the linen edition that Mari has, and she sent a copy for me to share with you all and show you. Oh, see, I'm terrible. It's in a tuck box. Now, one of Mari's goals for this deck was to make something a little bit smaller, so it'd be easier to shuffle for those with smaller hands or weaker hands. You can see it's a different form factor. It's a little bit more square. It's more of, I would say, closer to a jumbo playing card size. I wouldn't say this might be poker size, but I don't think so. Let me pull a deck. I think the little Cryptid Oracle is poker size, and let's just see how it compares. Yeah, it's bigger than poker size. Like this is bigger. So, but it has that same shape as a playing card, right? It's kind of that same shape, but smaller than tarot. In fact, here's the standard gentle tarot. So it looks like it's the same width as standard tarot, but just shorter. So obviously easier to shuffle. And then this is on a linen finished art paper cardstock. It actually feels really lovely. It does not feel cheap, but I know that when I met Mari in person, I actually met her at a speaking event she was at in my local area a while back. And she spoke about how she wanted to make this available and accessible, so she made it affordable. She put it in a tuck box. It came with a QR code in the additional cards here that would let you link to the digital version of the guidebook. So she kept it accessible and affordable, and she wanted something that was easy to shuffle. So she did this kind of like basic linen option, but she wasn't always as excited about the quality. And I thought it was, honestly, when I felt it for the first time, I was like, you're nuts. This is great. This is lovely. But it's not that like black core cardstock we often associate with linen, but it is very flexy and bendy, and it feels really nice. I think most people getting this in their hands would really, really like this. But I believe that one of her goals for My Friend Fire's Kickstarter campaign is one of the options is to get My Friend Fire in a linen cardstock, but it's going to be, I believe she wants to upgrade it to a higher quality linen cardstock. And I think one of the stretch goals is also to upgrade the Gentle Tarot to a higher grade of cardstock in the linen as well. But I really love this. It shuffles really beautifully, super comfy, easy to use, and I mean, it's linen. Like it works beautifully. Oh, I forgot there was two different lovers cards, I believe, and I should have checked that before I shuffled everything together. This is a bonus card. I'm going to keep that out so I can reference it in a bit. But there it is. So there's that lovers. I think there might even be a third lovers, but let me see. I could be wrong. Nope, I guess those are the two to choose from. So you have the little butterflies, or you have these two figures. I really like the two figures. I'm going to pull that one out. But no, this feels like a really lovely cardstock, and I'm so excited to have this version. I think that as much as I love this original edition, and I love the way the cardstock feels physically to like touch it, that this is a much more usable version of the deck for me. It shuffles better. It's a little easier on the hands. So I think that what I'm going to do is put my original standard edition away. I don't see myself getting rid of it, but I think I can put that like in storage. And I think I might switch to using this linen edition for a while, and just because I've just been wanting to for so long, but I really love this. Again, this comes in a tuck box, and you can add this on, I believe, to your Kickstarter pledge for My Friend Fire, which is the companion deck. And we will be getting into My Friend Fire. I have sample cards. We're going to take a look at them, but I'm not going to put this, well, I guess for now I'll put this sort of loosely back in its box and set it to the side, as well as my little guidebook. Now, the standard original version, the same one I have, is still available of the Gentle Tarot, but it comes like this now. So instead of coming in a box with its little guidebook, you now get it like this in a linen bag, and the deck fits just perfectly in there. I think I am tempted, I'm curious how it would fit. I'm actually tempted to see how this would hold my little guidebook and the linen deck. If I had just the cards, that might work really well. It might bend the little pocket guidebook, but I kind of like having it in its own bag. And this is like a nice thick linen bag. That's tempting. I might have to do that. We shall see. I do like keeping the little deck-sized guidebook with the cards. I don't know if that's the best idea, but I do really like this little guidebook. Now this, I believe, is currently not available. I think that when you get the standard deck now, you get the deck, and you get the linen bag, and I believe that one of the stretch goals is going to make a separate little guidebook available as a purchasable item or an add-on item to not only your pledge, but just in her shop, so that when you get a deck like this, you could also get this little guidebook. The reason for the complexity around the guidebook is that Mari actually went on to create I just keep trying to put things away. There's no point. We're just going to move them out of the way. Mari went on to create a really gorgeous expanded full size, like for comparison, this is the original little deck sized or book that came with the deck, and this is the expanded really nice Gentle Tarot book. This is such an incredible guidebook. I have a copy already of my own, so I'm going to try to be really gentle with this one, because I'll probably do something fun with that on the channel at some point, so keep your eyes peeled. But for now, I just want to show it to you. It is absolutely So beautiful. It's full color interior, and every card has pages of information of like art, like background, and like what the symbology is in the card, what it means, why it's there. It's very, very well done, quite thorough, in depth, and beautifully designed. It's got a gorgeous linen cover with all these golden accents, and there is a sewn binding. You can see the sewn binding there. So this is something that's going to be high quality and hold up. Now, she rolled this out when she actually created her and did her Kickstarter for the little, she did the full-size guidebook, and then she created a pocket edition of the Gentle Tarot in a tin. And this came with a little sticker thing with a link to the a QR code like link to a digital guidebook. This one I have not shuffled, but compared to the linen edition, let's just do a little card comparison. You can see the size is, let's turn it this way so you can really see, right? It's narrower and shorter. And then if we compare this same size to the standard edition, let's just do it like this. We have the standard, we have the linen, and we have the pocket. There's 3 sizes of this deck available now. Standard, the really thick, like luscious indie cardstock, the really shuffleable, comfy, cozy linen cardstock, and then this little tinned deck is on very, very similar cardstock to the standard. It is a little more flexy than the original, but it is quite sturdy feeling and a little bit, I would say a little bit stiff. I do remember having a little bit of a tough time like riffle shuffling this. It's just quite chonky in the hands, but it is a beautiful, lovely size for a mini. And especially if you hand over hand, the mini is wonderful. And it's in this like sweet custom, like soft edged tin with like foam inside to protect your cards. Like it's just really beautiful. Like look at that. Just gorgeous. And then little stickers on top. So when she did the Kickstarter campaign for the full-size guidebook, you could get this mini or tinned version of the deck, and then you could also get this beautiful full-size guidebook. So I think the vision is really that you could pick which format of the deck you wanted, linen or pocket or standard, and then have this full-size guidebook if you want to dive in. And I love that about this. I love the flexibility of kind of being able to build the set that makes sense for you and still have this just luscious, oh my gosh, deep dive book to get into with this deck. And I have to say, the Gentle Tarot is one of those decks that just, it allows me to slow down, to get a little more quiet, to turn inward, and it feels very self-care themed. It feels very nourishing. It's just a wonderful contemplative deck. It feels very connecting. I'm a big fan, and this guidebook just really took it to the next level. It's just wonderful to be able to get into this much depth in any deck. And it is one that I would like to one day do a deep dive study in my membership. It is one I would definitely consider. We do, for the most part in the membership, focus on mass market decks so that they're very, very affordable and accessible for everyone. But I think with Mari's decks, because there's more affordable versions you can scoop up, I think I'd really like to do that. So if you are a member, comment down below. Let me know if that's something you would be interested in, is doing in the future a study of the Gentle Tarot, because I would absolutely love to do that, especially with so much beautiful reading we would get to do with that study. Anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's talk about the other goodies that she sent that are also available as add-ons in the campaign. So first of all, she sent this beautiful journal. This, I believe, is going to be around an A5 size. Let me see if I'm lying to you. So actually, I think it's a little bigger. So this is an A5 notebook. This is a Leuchtturm that was sent to me. Look at tarot unicorns and stuff. It's amazing. So the Gentle Tarot journal is a soft cover, like paper cover, but sturdy cardstock. And it is a little bit bigger than A5, but I love, love, love the layout of this. So when you get into it, you have an intentions, desire, and a book belongs to, and an I am worthy statement. And then right away you get into the layout, which is dot grid paper on the left and lined pages on the right. And this is like legitimately the perfect thing for if you want to journal tarot readings, because you can just take pictures or scan cards on your printer and print them out and paste your reading in a picture onto this side and then write all of your thoughts on the right. It is legitimately such a cool layout for that when you have this split design. I think it's so smart, and it's really infinitely usable, especially as just a basic tarot spread or tarot reading journal. So this is something that you can add on to your pledge for My Friend Fire, which again, funding on Kickstarter now. And then she also sent a really beautiful luxe little mini version of this same planner, or what do you call it? journal. So this one has a really lovely hard back cover that matches the design of the backs of the Gentle Tarot, but with these beautiful gold foil accents and this little elastic closure, which is amazing. In the back, it says first edition. There's 148 pages, and it has the same cover page and the same interior layout. How cool is that? So you get the dot grid on the left, the lined pages on the right. And then just to make it just even easier to use this as a tarot journal, especially, oh, there's a ribbon bookmark. Oh, I hadn't noticed that before. There's even a little ribbon bookmark. How cute is that? Okay, so you can easily mark your place. How lovely is this? And this, one other thing that you can get from Mari, along with the campaign, are these stickers. So this is the entire deck, and there are 9 copies. Is it upside down? I think it's upside down. Hold on. I showed it before when I thought I filmed the video and didn't hit record. So I must have put them in funny. But let me just pull these out so I can show you out of the plastic. Yeah. So this is the entire deck, but you get 9 copies of each card in these sticker formats. So that means you could theoretically have access to the cards 9 times, all of them. And so you could just pull the cards out and lay out even as big of a spread as a Celtic cross on the left-hand side of this little journal with these stickers. You could totally lay out your spread that way too. So I have a little like photo printer that I like to use when I'm going to print physical copies, like stickers of my spreads. But this is like perfect, especially if you're doing a study. I'm just saying, like, that's pretty amazing. So this is a really nice little quality journal, and I think it's awesome that she's put the effort into creating all these little goodies. I think it's really cool. So the stickers are amazing. Again, it's the full deck times 9. So it's basically like 9 copies of the deck in teeny tiny sticker form. It's amazing. So that is sort of the stationery extra goodies you can get. And then Mari also sent the set of, I believe they're called JLE. Don't quote me on how to pronounce that, y'all. I'm not an art nerd, but like they're high quality art prints from My Friend Fire. So let's take a look at these, and then we're going to take a look at the sample cards I have of the actual deck, My Friend Fire, the prototypes. So I have to say, when I first showed these, I wish you had my initial first reaction. The way I gasped when I pulled these out of the packaging, because this paper that these are on, like obviously this is art paper, but it has this finish to it. I don't know if I can show you. It almost makes the art look velvety. It's so rich in saturation of color. Like it's so, if it was makeup, I would say it's very pigmented. I don't know what the right word is for it, but it's clearly very densely packed with color. It's very, very high quality. And I mean, the blue in this is just something else. It is so spectacular. And so I look at this artwork. This is the Free to Be card artwork from the My Friend Fire companion deck. There are, I forget how many prints, we'll count them at the end, but this is a set of prints and they are just so beautiful. These would be gorgeous for framing and putting on your wall. Look at this life energy. This is beautiful. One heartbeat. The fire is calling. Yeah, these are really, really nice. And I'm not somebody who collects art prints, but these are so, they just feel like, I'm almost like I'm holding originals. They just feel really, really good. Sending and receiving. This is one of my favorite pieces of art from the deck. I actually, when I met Mari at her event here in the area, she was, I don't know how, I think she was still fairly early in the process for My Friend Fire, but she had a sticker that she gave me from the deck, and I put it on my water bottle, and it's been there ever since. I love that artwork. Fire within, receive, and allow. So let's count these. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 prints. So it's I believe it's a set of 10 prints. They did come sealed in this cardboard envelope, which is very sturdy, so things aren't going to bend. And I had to unseal it to open it. So really nice packaging situation here. Looks really good, very high quality. Everything felt just lovely. So those are the art prints. So those are all the goodies you can add. Now, I'm just going to show one bonus thing. Mari didn't send this to me. I actually got this when I backed for the full-size guidebook, that particular Kickstarter. I had added on. I don't know if she still has these, but I want to gush about them for a minute because I love mine. This is a tote bag. Sorry, I washed out my camera for a minute. So this just says Mari in the Sky, and this was available as an add-on, I believe, when she did the full-size guidebook and mini deck, and I am obsessed with this tote bag. I use it all the time. It is a really heavy, nice canvas. It has a zipper, first of all, across the whole top with a little interior flap pocket where you can just tuck little things. The whole thing zips up. It's got these really sturdy handles. Like mine literally has a stand on it because this thing has seen some stuff. And I love that it zips, but I especially love that it has this really nice heavy duty canvas strap that's adjustable, which allows this bag to be a crossbody. It's a really high quality item and I've gotten so much use out of this. So if for some reason these are still available as add-ons, snap it up. Mari didn't even know I was going to mention this, and I'm probably out to lunch here because she may not have them anymore, but I'm just going to point out that I have not gotten anything from Mari in this package I'm sharing with you right now, but in general, over the years, having received things from her or backed things from her that has been inferior quality. Everything has been so thoughtfully created, so mindfully created. I love it. Oh, this also has like perfect water bottle size, like not like big thick water bottles, but these hold the little ones you get at events really, really well, or an umbrella or whatever on each side. Oh my gosh. And it's got a reinforced bottom that's like shaped. So it's got some sturdiness at the bottom. Oh, it's so good. I love this bag. I've used it a ton. It's wonderful. Anyways, if that's still available, definitely check it out. Now let's take a look at the prototype cards that Mari sent me for my friend Fire. I'm going to go ahead and zoom in. So Mari rushed these out to me from a prototype printer so that I could share them with you. These are, again, really important to remember, these are prototypes. They're not representative of the final color saturation or quality of the cards. So this is just meant so that I can share a few images with you and a little bit about the deck. First of all, the backings of the cards. That is the working back design. Every card is, of course, subject to tweaking and changes, but these are just samples of where we're at right now with the deck. And this deck does have suits. So there's a listening suit, a nourishment suit, an expansion suit, a reflection suit, and a transformation suit. Now I shuffled mine, but something else that Mari pointed out is that there's also a white and a black card. I don't think I have the black card, but I have the white card, which is called Open Clear Beginnings. The black card will be Infinite Potential. And she said in a video that she made, which I will try to remember to link down below, because she goes over a lot of this stuff as well. I believe that she said that beginning and endings, or beginnings and potential, that white and black, was inspired by the bonus card from the Gentle Tarot, which is called the Unseen. So I believe that's where that came from. So anyways, the deck begins with that card 0, Open Clear Beginnings. I don't know why I want to hold it, but I do. Okay, so let's just do it this way. So this one is from the Reflection suit, and it's Vocalization. Like, how lovely is this? And what she did with the borders on this deck, so in the Gentle Tarot, there was also suit color borders, so you could always tell what suit you were in. And they were all the same. So all the purples are the same, all the yellows are the same, the blues, etc. But what she did with my friend Fire companion deck is that the shades of blues do vary a little bit in the final version. So you'll have like a range of blues for the nourishment suit. You'll have a range of oranges for expansion, etc. But anyways, this one is a nourishment and it's ecosystem. Oh, I love that image so much. There's my favorite, sending and receiving. I absolutely adore this image. The way they're touching each other's hearts and heads, it's just so beautiful. So beautiful. The fire is calling. I love how this like sort of sunrise or sunset is sort of drawing down toward her, almost like a funnel. And then she's also got the flame at her belly. So beautiful. I like that the words on the bottom are very purposeful and potent. So here we have a reflection card, and this one says stop. Here we have a reflection card that says take back your power. So here's a good example of the border colors. They're not exactly the same. It might not be picking up on camera, but this border is a little bit darker pink than that one. Here we have nourishment, my body, my earth. And here we have listening. I love that there's a suit of listening. That's so powerful. We have submerge. And hopefully you can see what I mean, how Mari's creations, her decks, have this very contemplative, quiet, reflective quality in general. This very internal, soft, peaceful quality. It really is, they really are gentle tools, but they can also be very rich and powerful. Here, what a good phrase. The divine in me says. Like, this is a really like tune into your highest self kind of card. Here we have put it down in transformation. Oof, feels there. Here in a listening card, we have my friend fear. I love that. I love that. Then we have Allow for a transformation card. Dream. Somewhere in all of these goodies, Mari had also sent me a sticker of this. And I think with having to refilm and moving things around, I've misplaced it. But it is around here in my piles somewhere. But I love this image. I love this image. Fluid Stream for nourishment. Love that. And we saw that in the prints. And Life Energy. Oh, I love that so much. There's like a whale in the background. A seal here. Just love it. Silent Tethers. What I love here is that we're being bound to something, but it looks like this little bird friend might be actually trying to untangle some of those tethers. What a potent card. Free to Be. This is a nourishment card. Ethereal Backpack. I love this because I feel like there's so many ways to read that. We can read that as like all the tools and lessons we've learned that accompany us and assist us, but we could also see that as the stuff that, the baggage that we carry, right? So that is a reflection card. And then we have Fire Within. I love that. I'm not even going to try to guess at what any animal is for the most part. I mean, I know I said seal and whale, but I think I got that one right. My animal identification is terrible, but I love this. I love this. That is a expansion card. One Heartbeat. This is also an expansion card. And again, we can see those are, hopefully you can see on camera, they're different shades of orange. My camera likes to like make everything nice and even. Silence. I love this. This is a listening card and it is so perfect. First Step for expansion. Yes. And Receive, also expansion. This is really cool because you kind of need both of these energies, right, when you're growing. You need the willingness to go out and to explore, but you also need the willingness to allow the good things to come to you. Sometimes we block the good stuff. I really love both of these images a lot. And then we have Path of Ease. This is great because I feel like this could point us to, we're taking that easy road. We're taking the easy road because it's been made easy in front of us. Or we could look at this as like maybe we're tempted to go the path of least resistance, even if that's not what's in our best interest. So I think you can read this a number of ways, and I think that's very powerful. So that, now that's not all of the cards. There's going to be a total of 56, I believe, if I remember right. But that is a representation of the kinds of themes and artwork and ideas you're going to find within My Friend Fire. Again, this deck is currently on Kickstarter now. You still have a good 10 to 12 days, I think, at the time you're viewing this to back it. So if you are interested in scooping up My Friend Fire, let me just show you what it looks like next to the Gentle Tarot. Let's pull out the linen edition since I've shuffled it really well. Well, I've shuffled it well-ish. And you can see how the two sort of function together. So here we have vocalization between the Three of Thunder and Judgment. Ooh, ecosystem between the Nine of Stones and the Two of Stones. I love how these look together. Strength, Sending and Receiving, and the Emperor. This is really interesting because both of these cards imply like really showing up and having to give, or provide, or be strong. And this is like the reminder that it needs to be in balance, right, with gentleness. Here we have the Hanged One, or the Hanging One, next to Death, and the Fire is Calling. Ooh, we're being called to transformation, to shifting. Seven of Thunder, Stop, and Five of Stones. Wow, that is potent. Seed of Wands, Take Back Your Power, Eight of Thunder. Yes, I love these. I love these together. My Body, My Earth, between the Ace of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune. Look at all the hands and how that draws the eye into what are we doing with our hands? What are we nurturing? What are we nourishing? What are we feeding into right now? Oh, so good. And then we have the Hermit and the Root of Wands with Submerge. This idea of like turning inward, of digging in. I love that. Oh, I love it. Okay, so that is kind of what they look like as a pair. And I love that. Gosh, I really like linen. I really do for the Gentle Tarot. This is really beautiful. So I believe on Kickstarter, you can back this. There's 2 editions you can choose from. I think one is more similar to the original Gentle Tarot, and one is the cardstock that's going to be linen. And I believe one of the stretch goals is to upgrade the quality of the linen to German black core cardstock and of the My Friend Fire. And then I think also too, if certain stretch goals are reached, Mari will be able to upgrade the quality of the linen edition Gentle Tarot as well, which is very exciting. So I hope she meets all of her stretch goals. Y'all, the thing about Mari, I can genuinely say that she is one of those special people you meet and you're like, oh my gosh, you are exactly the person that I would expect you to be. She is gentle and loving and very soft, and is somebody who puts so much heart and soul into literally everything that she does, creates, puts out into the world. So much thought. I would never hesitate to back any of the projects that she does or to give her my money for anything she creates, because she just puts so much love, care, attention, and soul into her creations. I'm so excited that I got to share all of these goodies with you. I hope you enjoyed seeing all of this stuff on my channel, and hopefully it gave you the information that you might need to consider throwing some support at this campaign if it calls to you, if it speaks to you. Obviously, you know, we have to honor where we're at in our journeys, but I just think there's so much beautiful stuff that Mari has created and made available, and I cannot wait to see my friend Fire out in the world and to be able to play with it with the Gentle Tarot is going to be such a lovely experience. So I'm really excited about it. I would love to see her just knock all the stretch goals out of the park. So take a look at her Kickstarter. It will be linked down below. At the time you're seeing this, I believe you have at least 10 plus days left in the campaign to check it out while it's active and throw some support Mari's way. She does also donate a percentage of her proceeds to a charity that matters to her, so check that out. There'll be information about that on the campaign. But in the meantime, thank you so much for your time, and of course, keep an eye on the channel because I will probably do something fun with some of these extra goodies that are duplicates of things I already have. So keep an eye out for that. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and an extra big thank you goes out to my Unicorn Fam channel members. Thank you so much for your support of my work and everything that I'm doing. It really makes such a huge difference, and I appreciate you so much. Until next time, y'all, may your magic always shine from the inside out. Bye.